Call on Mr. Sapong to set the tone for this discussion.
For 8 years now, we are still trying to work with GIPS because the people did not understand our law, our procurement law. They didn't understand. And they brought us a generic system. And now, I've been meeting Mr. Bonzi. They are trying to let it work, to align with the law. My friends here, anything that follows logic can be automated. Have that in mind. So, the procurement GIPS is not for the IT guys. It's for us. So therefore, the procurement people should understand the system, and then we go and digitize it. We just have to accept and understand it. Simple Excel, simple supply analysis, and all. Again, PPA. Let us also do away with the jargons. Blockchain, AI, algorithm, coding. Recently, I think when they were doing some of the ministers, they asked a question, what is coding? And you saw the man. Coding, algorithm, IT, blockchain, cryptographic. Then this one will scare all the procurement people, and they say, oh, e-procurement is for the IT people. Please, just demystify the terminologies. Blockchain is just, those of you who are, it is just shared drive, or shared files, or shared folders. That is what blockchain is about. And they move, it is just a chain of blocks. Hello? Just understand it. Blockchain is a chain of blocks, and the blocks are in what? Activities. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Accepting and aligning with AI.
At PPS now, we are developing a 5-year strategic plan for GIPS. One of the areas is AI adoption onto GIPS. We have 2 models in GIPS now that will help in this particular area. We have the contract management model and also have the attestation models. These models actually capture data on contracts and also on supply performance and supply certification and what they do. So once you put the AI on top of GIPS, this model of GIPS doesn't have the AI in it yet. But in the next versions, as I said in the 5-year development plan, we want to do a feasibility study where we enhance GIPS more and also add the AI models into the next version. That model will be able to actually analyze data from tenders awarded, contracts awarded, and of course supply performance, supply certifications, and all those ones. Once it's able to capture this data, it can then make recommendation about sourcing to the entities doing the particular procurement. So the AI will actually be built on the data already on GIPS. And for us as entities, we must make sure that what you put onto the system is really good, because if you don't award the contracts on GIPS, we have read that most entities will do the tender on GIPS, and when you get to a certain point, because the head of entity doesn't give approval or whatever happened, that will take a long while. But you don't award and manage it on GIPS, the data will cannot be analyzed very well. So once you have enough data on GIPS, then this analysis by the AI, as about blockchain, can be done well. Then to make recommendation to the entities, then we can determine the supply performance over the 3 years. How have they performed? Are they delaying their deliveries? Are they doing well? Where have they supplied to? And how did they do well? All this data will be provided by the entities who are actually managing the contracts. Then the AI model can then scan and check and provide the best options to enable the entities pick a supplier.
In Ghana procurement environment, what practical steps can we take to ensure data integrity and avoid bias against some new entrants or some new SMEs or new suppliers coming into the system?
So as a procurement expert or prof professional, what you have to do is, right from the onset, you have to protect the gate. For example, in getting or allowing suppliers in your system, there should be a process of supplier accreditation so that before you allow someone to get into your system, you have pre-assessed the supplier to know the quality he's bringing on board or the value he's bringing on board. So you just don't open the system where everybody just enters the data in there. Also, we have to do supplier management. After the contract has been delivered, the system should tell you who is capable to stay in the system or have to be taken out of the system because he's not supporting the process or he's adding value. Some suppliers, when they get into the system, think that it should be kind of, it's once I get in there, that's it, it's for life. But your performance should ensure that you are in there and continuously delivering the value you have to deliver.
I'll give a scenario. For a period beginning this year, we saw a strong appreciation of the currency. A question was asked from our company's leadership that how can we benefit from this? What percentage of our contracts are forex denominated to enable us pay now so that we get the value of the currency appreciation? Now, in an organization that has a contract lifecycle management tool or a smart contract tool, with the click of a few buttons, you can have your AI pull out data that lets you know that there's about 125 contracts that are CPI or forex index and therefore should be looked at as avenues of getting value from the current situation. If you have a manual contract system, you can imagine it will take a number of days for the legal team to review all these agreements and pull out relevant clauses and apply them to see what value can be gained by the business. So smart contracting is not just about digitizing your contract or your contract approval process, but about having your contract data in a format that an AI can actually go in and extract information for the relevance of the business.
With smart contracting, I just want to ask my people, do we read? Have we, any of us, have we taken the time to read one tender document cover to cover before? You see that, yeah. So, when you move to smart contracting, the human intervention will be needed because we will not just go there and digitize our contract and just be clicking. Before you say Jack, we'll be paying more than necessary. Thank you very much. I will say anything again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, panelists, for this wonderful submissions. I'm really grateful, and I believe that my colleagues have actually learned something out of the discussions that we've actually submitted.